Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's video. We're going to have a look at the weather for the next 10 to 14 days. For today's video, day 10 will take us to the 25th of July, and we'll be able to extend out beyond that with the extended GFS and ECM ensembles, maybe run to around a couple of weeks. We'll have a look at CFSB2 for August at the end of the video. And this video is going to be primarily focusing on the chance of dangerously hot weather through the early part of next week. A national emergency has now been declared, a red alert national emergency has been declared by the UK Met Office for Monday and Tuesday next week. We'll start there with the warnings. We will go through the data and we'll have a look at those temperature projections once again through the early part of next week. This is a very serious event that is now coming into the short range time frame. Remember, we're Friday day. This is these red warnings are for Monday and Tuesday, so only a couple of days away. Getting quite serious, so have a look at all the data in a moment. Just saying, the first video saying was our 6 AM upload, and if that wasn't enough, we've also released January Friday as well. Please check out those two videos. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. I hope you're having a lovely Friday. Right, we're about to have a look at these warnings then. So I've got still the amber warning for Sunday, so let's have a look at that one. Extreme heat alert, amber warning, covering most parts of England and some parts of Wales, valid from midnight Sunday until 11:59 p.m. Into Tuesday. So they're saying a hot spell is likely to develop from Sunday, likely peaking early next week, leading to widespread impacts on people and infrastructure. So that's the amber warning for Sunday. Now the red warning is in force through some parts of the country on Monday. So if you have a look at this, you see that the amber warning for extreme heat has been extended just about to the far south of Scotland, actually, and to cover most parts of Wales, southwest England too. So that amber warning is still valid, of course, from like Sunday through to Tuesday. The red warning is in a specific area, red warning for extreme heat. Click on that. You see that is like from London to Manchester to Hull, through this central swathe. I'm right slap bang in the centre of that here in Northamptonshire. So let's see what they say about the red warning. I don't think we've ever had a red warning for extreme heat, even in the 2019 heat spike. I don't think we ever got a red warning. I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm right or wrong about that. Anyway, let's have a read. They're saying an exceptional hot spell on Monday and Tuesday, leading to widespread impacts on people and infrastructure. What to expect? Population-wide adverse health effects experienced, not limited to those most vulnerable to extreme heat, leading to serious illness or danger to life. Government advice is that 999 services should be used in emergencies only. Seek advice from 111, which is non-emergency health advice. Substantial changes in working practice and daily routines will be required. High risk of failure of heat-sensitive systems and equipment, potentially leading to localised loss of power and other essential services such as water or mobile phone services. Significantly more people visiting coastal areas, lakes and rivers, leading to an increased risk of water safety incidents and delays on roads and road closures, along with delays and cancellations to rails and air travel, with significant welfare issues through those who experience even moderate delays. Further details: an exceptional, perhaps record-breaking temperatures are likely on Monday, then again on Tuesday. Nights are also likely to be exceptionally warm in the UK, especially in urban areas, which is likely to lead to widespread impacts on people and infrastructure. Temperatures are expected to drop away from Wednesday onwards. Notice we have now gone into that red box, so that's as far up the scale as we can go. So on the scale, like, you've got very low and unlikely down here. So we go from unlikely to likely up the side. We go from very low to high on the bottom. at the scale. That's where we start, unlikely and very low. Just there, as far as we can go, is to very likely and high, which is the red box. And that's where we've got to in those central parts of England, eastern England, and up into northern parts of England as well. That is Monday. Of course, we have got this warning, this red warning as well, the Tuesday as well. So this is Tuesday's warning, 19th of July. Again, extreme heat amber warning is covering most parts of England and Wales, well, all parts of England and Wales, really, just up to the far south of Scotland. Most of Scotland are out of trouble there, and Northern Ireland too. Although it will still be hot in those areas. And then the red warning, the red alert, the national emergency is like, again, through these central parts of the country. So this is very, very, very serious. This is very extreme weather event that looks to be on the way. And yeah, we're going to have to be very careful with this through the early part of next week. Heed the advice and the warnings of the UK Met, and also, your national and local services and whatnot, emergency services and whatnot. The link, of course, to the severe weather warnings page at the UK Met Office is in the description with the video for anybody who wants to take a look at that. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles the next couple of weeks. Looking at London today, the red line is the 30-year upper air temperature average for London. We're about average with the upper air temperature at the moment of 24 hours or so of that. Then they're on their way up. Look at this, it's heat spike now. The upper air temperatures is more or less getting to 25 degrees at 850 HPA, which is an extraordinary level of heat. 20 degrees 850 HPA is amazing, but to get to 25 degrees at 850 HPA, and most of those ensemble members are now doing that, unbelievably, is absolutely outstanding and incredible, and that is the reason that the temperature could well be spiking up to around 40 degrees on Monday and potentially on Tuesday as well. It is a historic level of heat, and very, very serious level of heat, to say the least. Look how far above average we are. The red line is where we should be at this point in July. Where we are is actually going to be somewhere close to there. It is only a heat spike, so this only lasts a couple of days. It doesn't really reach the length, temperature will do, but in terms of a heat wave, it really needs to be a day or two longer than this. So this is more of a heat spike than a heat wave. Nevertheless, it's very extreme, of course. And by middle of next week, less part of next week, we're back down here. We're back down to average. Very, very quick cool down. And then, there's no sign of a return to excessive heat before the end of July. And actually a little bit more unsettled precipitation-wise. Lots of dry weather. Maybe a bit of a thundery interlude during the cool down. Again, doesn't look that impressive for storms at the moment, but it's early days. And then as we go through the last week of July, looks like we could start to turn things more unsettled. That's probably the most unsettled looking ensemble that we've had for quite some time for London. So maybe some useful, much needed rain in the last week of July in the southeast. Temperature anomalies from the 15th to 23rd of July are coming out way above average, probably around 8-10 degrees above average in most parts of Western Europe. Precipitation anomalies from 15th to 23rd of July are very significantly drier normal in most areas. Latest wind flow back from earth.nullschool.net shows that high pressure is in control of weather today. We are still bringing like a nice sort of westerly type wind from off the Atlantic, so it does feel quite pleasant. Of course, as this high pressure builds in, we've got lots of heat waiting for us down to our south, and that will be on its way north. I think I can actually overlay temperature here. I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent though. There we go. So you can see that the heat is waiting for us down over Spain and Portugal. When those winds shift from like westerlies to southerly, southeasterlies, that heat will be on its way up to us. Right, so we'll go through the chart data. I thought to start off with the temperature forecast from a pair, because this is now all coming into a time frame of the high resolution models, of course. This is how the temperature forecast from a pair is looking from the weather outlook. Sunny afternoon, hot, 28, 29, 30 degrees there across many parts of England and Wales. Will be, like a standard hot Sunday. Into Monday, our pairs going for temperatures to be reaching 35 to 37 degrees across many parts of England and Wales, so knocking on the door of 100 Fahrenheit there. Into the overnight period, from Sunday into Monday, which gets us to around there, or Monday and Tuesday, I should say. Temperatures holding up in the mid 20 Celsius in some areas, not dropping any lower, around 25, 26 degrees. So some parts of the country extraordinarily hot night. And then into Tuesday, which gets us to 6 a.m. on Tuesday, with like 26 degrees first thing on Tuesday morning, implying that Tuesday will be an extremely hot day. That's a 6 there. We can actually have a look at the midnight run as well from a page for the temperature forecast, and that's how it looks. So again, Monday 36, 37 degrees from the midnight arpege run. And then again, that gets us to Tuesday. So as far as we can go to, like 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and it does look extremely hot with temperatures at around the mid-20s Celsius. So a very hot start to Tuesday, which could lead to an even hotter day on Tuesday. Potentially. Our pairs looking really hot there. We don't get 40 degrees on Monday though with our pairs. The high temperature for Monday is like 36 or 37 degrees. Right, this is how the UK Met Euro run is looking for Monday. So this is midnight, many high pressure over to the eastern country, drawing up those really hot southerly winds. That's midnight Tuesday. Again, well and truly into those hot southerly winds. We've got plus 20 Celsius iceberg up into northern England, Northern Ireland, some Scotland, plus 25 Celsius iceberg. It's more or less, I think, now into southern parts of England as well. By the time we go through to midnight on Wednesday, a trough is developing, moving in from off it. That might trigger thunder. I have to wait and see about that. It does push away the extreme heat that goes off into the North Sea, Low Countries, Germany, and we start to drag in something just a little bit more sensible with the upper air temperatures from off the Atlantic Ocean. And then high pressure back in through the second half of next week, mainly dry, very warm with that, but nowhere near as excessively hot with those upper air temperatures, although the heat is still there across southern parts of Europe, interestingly. Temperature forecast based on that UK Met run looks like that. Sunday, again, pretty hot temperatures, approaching 30 degrees on Sunday afternoon. Monday is a hotter day still, with temperatures up to 36, 37, maybe 38 degrees if in such parts of England. That's about 100 in Fahrenheit. Overnight, Monday into Tuesday, temperatures hold up in the mid to upper 20s Celsius. That will cause impacts, with in terms of heat stress, heat stroke, with temperatures not going any lower than the mid to upper 20s Celsius overnight. People will be put under a lot of stress in terms of their physical condition with that. And of course, that leads to an even hotter day then on Tuesday, where UK Met is forecasting temperatures possibly reaching 40 degrees across eastern parts of the country, widely sort of 37, 36, 37, 38 degrees, 40 degrees is achieved across eastern parts of England, which is about 103 Fahrenheit. As we go overnight, Tuesday to Wednesday, things starting to cool down quite quickly, with temperatures dropping into it. It's still warm, very warm night, but temperature dropping into the sort of upper teens Celsius, which is far more sensible. And then Wednesday itself, still pretty warm in the southeast. It will take a long while to radiate the heat out of the towns and cities around of the concrete and buildings, of course. But temperatures generally looking much, much more comfortable on Wednesday through most parts of the country. And Thursday, again, sort of average, rather sensible type temperatures somewhere in the low to mid 20s Celsius. So by Wednesday, it's all over. This is UKV, so this is high resolution. That's like a lower res model. This is the highest resolution model we can get. Again, from weather outlook, temperatures on sunny afternoon around 30 degrees across central parts, in pretty hot. Monday is a hotter day. Still, most areas there being forecast to be like 37, 38 degrees. Your central eastern England is a 39 across parts of East Anglia as well. That's well over 100 Fahrenheit. Doesn't quite get to 40 degrees there on Monday with UKV, but it is very, very close. Overnight temperatures Monday into Tuesday, again, mid to upper 20s Celsius widely across England and Wales. Extraordinarily hot night, leading to an even hotter day for Tuesday. Check these temperatures out by midday. We've got 38, 39 degrees there across much of central and eastern England, 40 degrees in the east, 41 degrees there, which is getting on about 105 Fahrenheit. Actually goes up to 42 degrees at 3 o'clock in the afternoon across eastern England. This is absolutely unbelievable. It's getting ridiculous. It's getting insane. It's extraordinarily frightening and scary as well. That temperature would get this hot. So far above the previous record, which is 38 point something. 42 degrees there being predicted for parts of Lincolnshire, East Anglia, and like the North East Midlands. That is unbelievable level of heat. Notice it is beginning to cool down in the west, so already by Tuesday afternoon, slightly cooler air beginning to move into those western areas, and that is the trend as we go overnight Tuesday into Wednesday. Like we get to 3 a.m. Wednesday. Still very warm in the east, with temperatures in the upper 20s Celsius, but you can see these cooler temperatures are clearly moving in from the Atlantic, the blessed Atlantic, coming to our rescue. It's not very often we say that here on the channel, but on this occasion I think we can say the blessed Atlantic is coming to our rescue there and getting rid of that heat by the early hours of Wednesday morning. That's all the UK Met products. This is how, you can see from that why they've gone red with their warning. You can see from those temperature projections, especially for Tuesday, why the UK Met have increased the alert to like a national emergency type level with those temperatures that are being forecast there by UKV. Icon looks like this, again with high pressure over to the eastern country, dragging up those extremely hot southerly winds as we go through the early part of next week. Plus 25 Celsius iceberg again is making it into the southwestern corner. That is an extreme level of heat through Monday and Tuesday. A trough of low pressure pushes eastwards on Wednesday, might trigger thunder, will lower the temperature definitely. We're back under a ridge of high pressure by the end of next week. This time next week, Friday 22nd of July, back into high pressure, but upper air temperatures are looking much cooler. The temperature forecast based on that icon run looks like that for Monday. We've got temperatures around 36, 37, 38 degrees widely across many southern parts of the country. Overnight temperatures from Monday to Tuesday, sort of mid to upper 20s Celsius there down in the south. And then maximum temperatures on Tuesday, yes, icon also getting the temperature up to around 40, 41 or maybe 42 degrees across eastern parts of England, and widespread temperatures of like 37, 38, 39 degrees once again. That's extraordinary as well from icon and very concerning. At midnight on Wednesday, still into like the upper 30s Celsius over in the east. It's a little bit slower as well, pulling in that cooler air from off the Atlantic. GFS midnight run, which is a low res model, of course, with high pressure over to the east of the country, pulling up those very hot southerly winds from the early part of next week. That's how the upper air temperature up plus 25 Celsius iceberg is into the southwestern corner there. Trough of low pressure and pushes across the country as we go through the middle of next week. Will lower the temperature, might trigger thunder, but most importantly brings cooler air in from off the Atlantic Ocean. And then we go into more of a flat westerly type pattern up to day 10. Will be a cooler, fresher pattern too. More unsettled with low pressure being showers and longer spells of rain and a lot cooler temperatures through the last week of July. Temperature forecast based on that GFS midnight run for Monday afternoon. Again, widespread temperatures across much of England up to around 37, 38, 39 degrees. I think it's just about probably popping temperature up to 40 degrees there through parts of East Anglia, maybe Norwich, something like that. up to 40 degrees there. Overnight temperatures Monday into Tuesday, mid to upper 20s Celsius in the south, an extraordinarily hot night, leading to an even hotter day for GFS midnight run on Tuesday. Temperatures again 41 degrees across eastern parts of England, well over 100 Fahrenheit. The GFS 6Z looking like that. So once more up comes those really hot southerly winds through the early part of next week. Check out the upper air temperatures. Plus 20 Celsius ice firm is into Scotland. Plus 25 Celsius ice firm across some parts of England. Then that trough of low pressure pushes eastwards. Will it trigger thunderstorms as it moves into that heat and humidity? We'll know in a day or so's time. Then a ridge of high pressure builds in behind that trough within much cooler and fresher air. Heading on into the extended range, low pressure then moving in off the Atlantic around day 10, actually rather cool and unsettled around day 10, and that takes us into what looks like a rather cool and unsettled final week of July as well. Temperature forecast from GFS 6Z looks like that for Monday afternoon, actually hotter than the midnight run, with more places going up to 40 degrees across East Anglia. So, like East Midlands to East Anglia, that's the hottest area, 39, 40 degrees. Widespread temperature between like 35 and 40 across most parts of England and Wales. That is incredible. Overnight temperatures with GFS 6Z from Monday to Tuesday, again, sort of mid to upper 20 Celsius, extremely hot night. Leads to a very hot day on Tuesday. This is midday temperatures for Tuesday. Temperatures again across much of central eastern England up to 41 degrees Celsius. Through the afternoon on Tuesday, we do find cooler air moving into the west. That heat is beginning to become more restrictive to eastern areas. Still there at around 40 degrees in the east, though, so exceptionally hot day again on Tuesday. Just beginning to lower the temperature in the west, maybe with storms breaking out. Overnight temperatures, Tuesday to Wednesday, much more comfortable, down into the mid to upper teens Celsius. Heat is swept away into the North Sea, and temperatures for Wednesday looking far more sensible, actually rather cool across the northern half of the country, and even in the south we're only into the low to mid-20s Celsius there. It's all over by Wednesday, but of course we have Monday and Tuesday to get through first before we get to Wednesday. GM, again, with high pressure to our east on Monday, drags up that extremely hot air from the south with plus 20 Celsius ice firm. Trough of low pressure then moves in late Tuesday into Wednesday, lowers the temperature, turns the wind back into an Atlantic-based wind, and we go rather showery as we get towards day 10. With GM, certainly a lot cooler. And then the ECM, it's almost of a much yourself, all aligned with this extreme heat spike, heat dome. There is the dome of heat bathing the country. We're under the dome, under the heat dome, through the early part of next week, plus 20 Celsius ice up to Scotland, plus 25 Celsius ice more or less, I think, into southern parts of England. Then the trough develops out to west, triggered by the heat and humidity, clashing with the cooler air from the Atlantic. That triggers a trough. That trough pushes in across the country, might bring thunder with it, but most importantly, most crucially, lowers the temperature. We go a lot cooler and mainly settled actually for the second half next week into the weekend of 23rd, 24th of July. Under a ridge of high pressure, looking mainly settled but a lot cooler. Low pressure perhaps threatening to move back in by day 10. This is a precipitation forecast based on that ECM run from meteo.com. Lots of dry weather to come over the next few days. That could be the fungi breakdown. It looks quite, looks like quite a nice sort of fungi breakdown, doesn't it, Matt? By the time you get through to Tuesday night to Wednesday, the then all wet weather clears away as we go through Wednesday into the second half next week. The emphasis goes back to dry weather, albeit a lot cooler, wet weather out in the Atlantic, waiting in the wings for day 10. These will be up on the table within the ECM ensemble day 4. Day 10 gets to the 25th of July. 18 minutes from the Icelandic Met, 18 minutes of ECM ensembles with high pressure to north and lower pressure to the south. 12 with low pressure over top of the country. Jet stream is pushed southwards, cool and wet with that. 11 with high pressure out to western winds coming around that like a north-northeastern direction, and then 10 with a ridge out west. So quite a bit of dry weather with that, but not excessively hot winds. With all of those options are coming in from like a northerly type direction. And during time, this is the option that we've got. Gets to the end of July, more or less, 30th of the month, with low pressure just out to our west, actually looking rather unsettled and showery for the end of July. Finally, 7SB2, this is the latest 700 millibar hydraulic forecast for August. Look at this, look at this, look at this, high pressure above average heights over and to the eastern coast, much more easterly with this though than what we've had through the summer so far. So that's implying like a big old Scandinavian high getting going through August, which will bring very warm or hot weather, and would be, you know, would mean that we got wind in from the east. So this is not like a southerly heat spike from North Africa. This is like a very warm, consistently warm to hot month, I would have thought, if that comes off. The temperature anomaly is above average for July, although not excessively so, and precipitation only no single, but you expect it to be drier than normal if the Scandinavian high does set up in August. We'll wait and see about that. I think we've got enough to worry about next week. So lastly, I'll go back to the warnings from the UK Met. So that is the warning that we got for Monday. Again, amber warning for extreme heat covering most parts of, or all parts of England and Wales. Red warning for extreme heat covering central eastern parts of the country, from London to Manchester, and then from Manchester to Hull, that sort of area. And we had that on Tuesday as well. Extremely concerning and worrying times. If you are concerned about your health with this hot weather, then check out the warnings at the UK Met and advice from your local agencies. And we're done. So if you enjoyed the video, then please can you like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. Don't forget to tell your friends about GavsWeatherVids and get them to subscribe too. We only need to put on around 40 more subscribers now to get to 14k. So please, you know, help get to 14k. The final push to 14k. And thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. Right, well, what a video. Every day was saying that these videos, you know, are unbelievable. This is another one that I never thought I'd be doing, you know, so incredible and amazing. There is still just about time that this might downgrade a bit. So I'm still keeping my fingers crossed. I don't want 40 degrees here, and I'm right in the thick of it from the warning area. I don't want 40, 41, 42 degrees. So I am hoping that we might get a fire downgrade. But so far, there's not much sign of that. There's not much sign of that. The only thing that could come to our rescue, I think, on Tuesday is if that trough of low pressure develops earlier than models are predicting, and it pushes its cold front in, you know, quicker. That might save us a little bit on Tuesday, but at the moment there's not much sign of its downgrading. Actually, the grades have been up. We've been upgrading this over the last couple of days, and we'll see. So it's Friday today. This is like Monday and Tuesday. So we've got to get through the weekend. As I say, but just about time for this to downgrade, but at the moment it does look very, very serious scenario. We'll be back tomorrow with the 6 AM upload. We'll have the week ahead forecast. What a week ahead forecast that's going to be. That'll be a historic weather for the weekend. And a 10 to 14 down, which of course again the focus will be on the heat surge. You enjoy the rest of your Friday, and for this video, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.